Hey yo, how's it going everybody? I hope that you are all doing very well today. We are back once again with the Challenger, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of maintenance on her. I guess a better way to describe it is actually preventative maintenance. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on this thing. Yes, we're going to be doing the one thing that the majority of people in this world for some reason fear the most, which is getting an oil change on their car. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I'm going to take you guys along for it. So let's do it. Alrighty, just got her pulled into the shop here. Go ahead and pop the hood on this thing. Alrighty, ladies and fellas, we got everything that we're going to need for the oil change right here. Shout out Costco. For this particular oil change, I'm going to be using full synthetic Mobil 1 0W40 European formula. Now, normally these motors actually aren't supposed to take Mobil 1 040. They are rated for Pennzoil's special SRT 0W40. In all reality, they're basically the exact same thing. The oil grade is the same. They're still both full synthetic. It's just that with this Mobil 1 European blend, Mobil 1 overall just has a lot cleaner of a process, so I've been told, when it comes to making their oil. And European oil has a couple extra additives that only, in all reality, just benefit the engine's overall process of running and how it lubricates it. All right, let's go ahead and get this process started here. First things first, I'm gonna find some gloves because fuck cancer. All right, so the first thing that you're gonna want to do, and this applies for any oil change, not just with this specific motor, but you're always gonna wanna go ahead and pop open your oil cap. This will just release any pressure that might be built up in the engine and really just let that air flow through when you drain it from the bottom, so there's no oil in all reality left. And it is also a good idea before you go ahead and change your oil just to check what your oil level was at before you change it. And this is good just to see if there is any problems brewing in your engine. Looks like mine is a tad bit on the low side, but also looks pretty good nonetheless, so nothing to worry about there. Alrighty, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get this thing up in the air. Alright, now that we got her all racked, let's go ahead and bring her up and do the oil change. Hello! Alright, now that my tall ass has got this thing up in there, what we're gonna go ahead and look for right here is the skid plate, and these Dodge skid plates only have 4 bolts you'll need to remove for service, and these all require a 10mm socket, so we're gonna go ahead and get that real quick. Alrighty, now that we got all those removed, just slide this baby out. Make sure there's no oil leak on there, cool. And here we have it. So as you can see right here, we got that skid plate removed, and right here we have the drain plug for the car. And very conveniently, we also have the oil filter right here. This particular drain plug takes a 1/2-inch socket or a 13mm if you do not have it. Need to get more protection on me. I don't want cancer. Just gonna go ahead and pop that on there. There we go. Oh, that is not good. So it seems that my drain plug was already extremely loose. That's not good. Huh. I will have to take that up with somebody, because that is not how that was before, and that is not right. But basically, if we were to take this off, here's how it would look. Boom, boom, boom. And now we have it. The dead dinosaur juice is now draining. And whilst that drains, we're gonna go ahead and take care of the oil filter as well, just for a little 2-in-1 special. All you'll need to take this filter off is just a filter claw socket, a little extension, and the aforementioned ratchet. God damn, this bitch is on there. There we go. And we'll do our damned best to not get dirty here, because we do not like cancer. Oh, perfect. Oh no, I have cancer on me. I'm gonna die. But now that both of those are removed, you're gonna go ahead and let that drain for a little bit longer, just to get absolutely nice and dry. Alrighty, it has been a pretty solid amount of time since I took both of those out, and it looks like that is drained, and it also looks like that is drained pretty adequately. So we're going to go ahead and reinstall everything. And with this new oil filter, you're going to go ahead and lubricate it a little bit, just to let it make out with the oil filter for a little bit. And we'll go up here and go ahead and get it hand threaded on and spinny, spinny, spin. And a lot of people are different when they come to exactly how they do this particular part. Some people do the torque spec, some people just ugga-dugga the shit out of it. I like to do just going hand tight with this oil filter, just going and putting it on there as tight as it can just with my hand to avoid over torquing anything and possibly breaking shit. Go. And we're also going to go ahead and reinstall the drain plug, and these particular Mopar drain plugs already have a drain plug gasket built into them. With the majority of oil changes, you will have to also get a new drain plug gasket for your drain plug. However, with Dodge and Chrysler and all other Mopar vehicles, they have one already built into them, so you won't need to worry about that. Go ahead and stick her on back in there and screw her all the way in. Love laced off. There we go, should be good and tight. Now it is time to put the skid plate back on, bring this thing down, fill it up, and officially complete the oil change. Alrighty, let's go ahead and bring her down. Alrighty, now that we got her on the floor and all the dead dinosaur juices officially drained out of it, it is now time to put some new dead dinosaur juice inside of it. Oh my god. Son of a bitch. A minute. I hope that wasn't a lot of oil, and I hope that doesn't make my car stink.
This is because cars super fast drive cargo.
What the hell are you listening to? Go ahead and take this funnel out and get ready to clean up my fucking mess. God, I am just a touch today, aren't I? All right, but before I clean this up, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that the dead dinosaur juice is at the adequate level for this vehicle. And to do that, we're gonna go ahead and start it up and run it for just a little bit to make sure all the oil is circulated, and then recheck the level afterwards. And really, you'll only need to let it run for maybe a few seconds overall, and then you'll just go ahead, turn her off. And we're going to go ahead and dip this thing back down into there and see what level it is at, which it seems to be dun, 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 looking bueno. Stop tailing me, Boogie. And yeah, there we have it. We have officially completed an oil change on this Dodge Challenger SRT.
I'm outside now.
Anyways. But yeah, in all actuality, the oil changes on these things are actually really easy to do. I mean, oil changes themselves are actually pretty easy to do. However, sometimes you can get a vehicle where the oil filter or drain plug locations might not be quite so convenient. However, Dodge did a very good job, admittedly, with these particular vehicles and making oil changes very easy on them. And if you know how to do them, then it can save you a shit ton of money from having to do them at like a dealership or any other, third-party oil change shop, as long as you can, turn a wrench. And I do highly recommend, if you are capable, do them by yourself, because oil changes for these things can be very, very expensive. Like, we're talking, we can get up into the $150 to $200 range just to change some fucking lubrication for your motor. It's ridiculous. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude it for today's video. If you like this video, then please do leave a like on this video, and please subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It does help me out a lot, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.